Today we're going to be looking at the problems in the American Association of Professional Landman Guide. And these problems are on page 70 of the 11th edition, and they are categorized into different situations. So situation 1, situation 2, situation 3, situation 4, 5, and 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at each of these situations, and we're going to look at what the working interests are and the royalty interest and the net revenue interest. Now before we start, let's just go over some basic terminology. When we say that someone owns a fee estate means that they own the surface and the minerals. Surface and minerals. Now before this owner leases, this owner owns 100% of the surface and 100% of the minerals. If this owner wants to drill an oil and gas well, he is going to have to pay for 100% of the costs. But as a benefit, he's going to be able to achieve 100% of the revenue or of the profits. So if we look at this scenario, it says Alpha owns a 160-acre farm. So let's just draw that out so you'll have a visual. And I'm just going to say this is a 640-acre section, 640 total acres. And let's just say this is in the northwest quarter here, and this is the 160 acres that Adam owns. As we said, he is the fee mineral owner, or the fee estate owner, so he owns 100% of the surface. He owns 100% of the minerals. If he wants to drill an oil and gas well on this property, he's going to have to pay all the bills, so he is the working interest owner, and his working interest is going to be 100%. This is before there is a lease. His royalty interest is going to be 0 because there is no oil and gas lease. It is unleased. But he's going to have better than he would have had with a lease, because he's going to have instead of having a 1/8 or a 3/16 or a 1/4, he's going to have 100%. Now he's also going to have to pay 100% of the bills. So whether this is going to be profitable for him or not is a question that remains to be seen, depending on how successful the well is. And then finally the question is, what is the net revenue interest? So what share of the profits does this fee interest owner obtain by virtue of owning this interest in fee estate, or fee simple, we sometimes call it. And his net revenue interest is the same as his working interest because he doesn't have to deduct anything for royalty payments. So his surface ownership, if it is unleased, his surface ownership is going to be 100% Adam. The minerals are going to be 100% Alpha. Oh, I guess that's Alpha. The working interest is going to be 100% Alpha. The royalty is going to be 0 Alpha, so no one owns that. And the net revenue interest is going to be 100% Alpha. So let's now look at situation number 2.